someone coming.
What?
Wow.
Yo, I was trying to start the podcast like moderately normal, but that shit just went left field.
Wow. I'm Owen Wilson this right now.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Post is now public. Go on. What y'all gotta do, players.
Yay!
But yes. Good evening, everyone. That is a terrible way to start the podcast. What's good, y'all? Started the Brooklyn way I know how. What's good, fam?
Hey, yo, my man. What's good?
What's the dealio?
We are in 2018.
What's the haps on them craps?
Up on the cup. Anyway, welcome to episode 1 of the Geeks of the Round Table. I am your beautiful host, handsome all across the board, your boy Keston, also known as Ryuichi.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen of the world over. I am Eric, handsomer man, and slow up and coming clout god on Instagram.
You just gotta one up me.
Hey, look, man, my up and coming clout god. I gotta have the movement be known. But go on, Jordan.
How do I start here? How do I start here?
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Here I am.
Fucking horse.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, Paige here. None of that.
Oh man.
This is the renegade sensation, Jay Kusanagi.
The renegade sensation.
Just call me by my short name, JK. I will also be the prettiest dude on your Instagram right now. So if you see a pic of me, just give it a follow, give it a like. You know, I need to go to 1K.
What the fuck?
Way to up fucking stage us, you piece of shit.
Fucking Gilbert ass motherfucker.
Wow.
Old Gilbert Godfrey head ass.
Get out of here with that, man.
Just way to upstage us, bro.
Really, damn, we get it. You had like 900 followers, you rat bastard. Not everybody can be at 1,000 like you, alright?
We'll get there though. We out here. We Hollywood now. Alright?
This is true.
This is true.
This is episode uno.
Unfortunately, our other two hosts could not be with us today. But next week, episode 2, they try to make the triumphing debut?
Yeah.
It can't be a triumphant return because they were never here.
They'll make their amazing, spectacular, super crazy, ultra sexy introduction.
Next week on, I was about to say Dragon Ball Z.
No.
But yeah, so, we got a show for you tonight. We got a show. So, we're going to start off a little light. For everybody that knows JoJo Bizarre Adventure, y'all know Rohan Kishibe. Kishibe.
Pretty nigga.
He is getting his own personal exhibit at Shibuya Towers in Japan, I believe, next month, they said? It's next month or this month, but the fact that he's getting his own exhibit to himself is actually pretty goddamn amazing.
If anything, it just proves that no matter how much Araki tries to move fucking past part 4, everybody will consistently do nothing but just make him go back and just talk about fucking part 4.
I would rather him talk about part 4 than part 3.
I would rather him talk about part 5.
You know what's the funny thing? He literally already established the fact that if he really wanted to continue part 4, he can always go. You can always do it.
I mean, he technically is right now at part 8. If you really want to be
specific about that
shit.
I mean, I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm about to get a lot of hate for this. I don't really like part 5.
You disgust me, and you are subhuman.
You're not about the gang.
Like, I'm sorry, the beginning of part 5 was pretty goddamn boring. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It was boring.
You're not about the gang.
It was The Godfather.
You're not about
the you're right. Godfather did start off hella boring.
Right? Like, fuck. You want them to just like what they did in part 3 and just we're 2 pages in. I'm punching a man to death with my ghost hand. Like, no, fucking give me some build up. Like, jerk me off a little bit. Look, come on, man.
Bruh.
That's why we had Reverend Cisco, turn forward time 38 times and took care of all of that in part 6. Right?
The only reason why I would want anime for part 5 is so we can finally get to part 6. My favorite part.
So you want to see Reverend Cisco get rid of everybody else 38 times.
Yes, I want to see him win, technically speaking.
You want to just have a man powered by God in anime just wipe out an entire lesbian superhero group, wouldn't you?
Yep.
I mean, if you put it like that, then...
That's literally all it was. Angry, closeted homosexual reverend snaps his fingers and yeets half of the entire multiverse and literally has everybody reincarnated into some other goofy form.
I mean...
I'm basically Thanos if he went to RuPaul Drag Race.
Bruh.
Wow, shit, that's fairly accurate. My man, yeah.
I mean...
Shit, yeah, that's super... Fuck, I got nothing, man. Really accurate.
God damn.
Anybody who's watching this, if you're like an artist, and if you can please just draw like a picture of like Thanos and fucking... What's this guy's name?
RuPaul?
No.
Fucking RuPaul too, but also fucking Dio's head honcho gay priest man.
Father
Poochie.
Father Pookie.
Father Pussy. That's what I've called him forever, and I'll continue to call him that.
That's
because he drowns in it, even though he doesn't want it.
That is not nice.
He has a bunch of female fans. But canonically, he would never fuck them. Want to know why? Because he is a man of God and of dick. So you gotta just think about it. It's like, look, man, he would be the type of person who will honestly go to like a whorehouse and go like, hey, dick's alright, but have you heard about the healing power of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Like, he's the only type of nigga that I've known to go ahead and cuddle with the main antagonist of 2 arcs, only to talk about what would it take to go forward in time into total blissful paradise.
It's like, hey man, look, I know that you beat up my boss and whatnot, and he was like a dad to me, and also like a godlike figure, and that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I'm a man of faith and I'm a man of God, so I forgive you. So let me just jerk you off for a little bit and then have you reveal the secrets of your dumb super ghost powers, and I can steal them with my already now superly amped up ghost power to then move forward in time. Alright, can we just stop for a second and really just address how fucking stupid Pussy's power was? Because it started off as he just shoots CDs. He was literally just a 90s Walkman.
Yeah.
He was a 90s Walkman who, at first, his power was he shoots CDs, and then he finds the mysterious green baby, which still fucking bothers me for some reason. Just evil green tar baby picks it up, and I think he fucking either eats it or shits on it, one of the two. His dumb his dumb ghost then evolves from I think it was Sea Moon to White Snake or White Snake to Sea Moon. I don't know what the order was.
White Snake to Sea Moon.
Yeah, there we go. And then that's when he starts to become an actual 90s CD player. And he just starts just swiping his fingers, literally taking the CDs of people's brains and memories and dumb ghost powers. And then from there, that then evolves into, I can now destroy time. I can accelerate time so fast that I have caused the heat death of the universe and another Big Bang and another whole universal explosion. Mind you, by accident.
38 times.
Right?
38 times.
He did it entirely by accident because of the simple fact that, mind you, by the time that fucking Jolene and her crew actually catches up to fucking Father Pussy over here at the fucking at the JFK space station or whatever, he's already mid rocket ship up. He's like, hey, fuck you guys. I'm about to go tit to tit with Jesus up here. Fuck you. And then literally, the one kid who everybody hated for the entire story because they're like, your power is really good. Why are you retarded? He actually shows up and he's like, hey, I forgot that I have a really abusive power and I can use this to like save the day. Mind you, Father Pussy has already killed a majority of the main cast, so it's literally just Father Pussy and his super funky fresh space station versus some little water boy who can manipulate weather and literally just fucking Twin Towers his shit with like clouds. So he just goes like, hey, I'm going into space. Along back! And he just fucking destroys the spaceship as he's accelerating time. And that's what makes the new JoJo timeline for parts 7 and 8. Which, in retrospect, really fucking progressive idea.
You know the funny thing? And guess who was the only one that survived it?
Wasn't it,
It was Giorno. He survived everything.
Technically, Giorno survived, and he's just out there just like, hey, I'm still here, and I'm fucking doing all the stuff from The Godfather. Leave me the fuck alone, bye.
But you know what I also found funny about that?
What?
Because on the topic of JoJo, and it'll be the last on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
Technically speaking, Joseph is the only one in the Joestar bloodline to survive the curse.
I mean, how can Joseph survive? He's dead.
No, Jonathan's dead.
Joseph died too, guy. Joseph dies of like just old age. This is it. Like he doesn't like die from like a villain attack. He just dies of old age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said they survived the curse. What's the?
Oh,
remember,
right.
The curse is
you will die
live,
by your arrival. And
no, you'll die at a certain age.
to be fair,
remember, I think it's either 19 or somewhere in their 20s.
But then again,
25.
And if you survive that, you're dying by dumb
25.
shit.
There's got to be 25 because Jotaro was like what, fucking 17 in Stardust Crusaders,
and he was like, I think 20 some. No, not.
He was like
he was in his 30s by the time of
part 6.
By the time of Stone Ocean.
I'm just like
so, but he ended up dying over dumb shit.
Yep.
Joseph is the only one that actually
CDs.
died of old age.
fucking dying from a Walkman. Fucking dying from Boogie Down Productions over here. Fucking
Motown Records.
Fucking Motown Records, jazz hands, fucking homosexual angry priest with disco fingers. Oh no, my memories. I don't remember my daughter, and I don't remember how to do my dumb hacks abilities of stopping time. Which I'm still just kind of still trying to fucking understand. How do you beat somebody who does that? Like, and I love how consistently Araki was like, yeah, I kind of had to stop making people have time be a super ability because I realized that
This is
really
fucking stupid.
Literally, just I can stop time for how long? 8 seconds. That doesn't seem so bad, but it feels like 8 hours.
What?
Fuck. That's not a power.
And that's why all of the games were stupid, especially the last one. Oh,
What,
I'm going to
Eyes of
use my
Heaven?
time stopping power. And literally mess with the timer on the top of the freaking HUD and whatnot. That literally
No.
freezes.
See, the thing about Eyes of Heaven was
An entire match of all Dios. Every Dio.
not even that. It's the fact that the whole game was every JoJo protagonist versus Father Pussy and Dio, who's ascended to heaven. It's just like, why? Why are you? Why? I thought we killed you back in part 3.
I thought we killed you almost 30 years ago. Why are you even here now?
Pretty freaking
Like
much.
you were a literal dinosaur. Like a literal dinosaur. Thanks for fucking part 7. Why are you here?
Hey, he's a good man now, but he died though.
Hey, fuck that.
But nah, let's get off the JoJo's bench for a bit.
Yeah, all right.
Also, Dragon Ball news. Let's talk about some Dragon Ball news.
Let's talk about some Dragon Ball news.
Dragon Ball Heroes. That game I have yet to play or yet download on my goddamn.
You will
3DS?
never be able to play that game.
Oh,
No, on 3DS.
No. What I mean is, you'll be able to download Dragon Ball Heroes. You won't be able to download Dragon Ball Super Heroes on the grounds that that's still 1, Japan only, and 2, arcade only.
Yeah.
So to segue,
I don't get Capsule Corp Goku.
Yep. So to segue into this main topic for Dragon Ball Super Heroes, is because it's recently been announced that they're going to be making an animated version of the entire first arc. Not rest of first arc because it's like the new season.
The Prison
of
Planet.
the Prison Planet storyline, which is essentially Goku and friends from the regular timeline are basically like fucking around. Meanwhile, Trunks effectively gets captured by the bad guy who is the new bad guy from Xenoverse's DLC, Fu. And in this storyline,
that guy who messed up their training.
Yeah,
that guy who's also gonna be a part of Fighters too.
Potentially. But the thing is that he shows up, he starts fucking around with the bad guys because, like, the thing is, the main problem about Dragon Ball superheroes or just Dragon Ball heroes in general is that it has very cool storylines, but you don't really know fuck all about it because they don't have like a synopsis or anything. It's only until the actual announcement trailer and then the CG trailer, then the animated trailer, and then that's when potentially you'll have some random dude on like Twitter who like really like reviews this shit.
Yeah.
Actively go like, this is the synopsis. So the synopsis.
Yeah.
Shit.
You might have to go back to high school, my boy.
Hey, look, man. I'm just tongue-tied tonight. Yeah, the synopsis for the Prison Planet story is effectively
Trunks gets captured.
And he not only gets captured, Fu screws with the timeline, so now there's both Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming out to now meet the regular Dragon Ball Super's Goku. Because now they're treating it as... Because the thing is about Dragon Ball superheroes is that everything is canon. Like, there's no such thing as, like, non-canon or anything like that. Everything in there is canon. And the thing is that they're doing the Xenoverse route, where it's just like, it's just separated by just timelines. And if there's a divergence in the timeline, that's what makes either Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball GT. The movies are apparently a part of the timeline, as if, like, literally, like, how people were assuming before, where it's like, oh man, the Dragon Ball Broly movie takes place during a little time gap. They were, like, waiting for Cell to show up for the Cell games and stuff like that. Or the fucking Super Android 13 was when they were waiting for the regular androids to show up. Stuff like that. They've now adapted that into Dragon Ball superheroes.
And another thing about Dragon Ball superheroes, I'm not sure if you just said it or not, but it focuses on more people than just Goku and Vegeta.
Well, I would say Dragon Ball Super as a whole does.
No, Dragon Ball Super is just Goku and Vegeta.
No, Super, the show is just Goku and Vegeta. The manga is okay. Superheroes, the game, because technically speaking, it can't be about Goku because it's about you, the player character.
Yeah.
But it's still effectively the Goku and Vegeta show. But now they've actually like done something different where it's the Goku and Vegeta show plus fusions plus movie people plus fucking video game people. Because now for the update, they've already announced that Android 21...
21.
Right? Android 21 Savage, the Bae from motherfucking Dragon Ball FighterZ. She's also going to be a dual antagonist, potential protagonist, if they're still going the same route as the FighterZ game is. So
I would love to see that.
So effectively they're going to be having both the Xenoverse stuff collide with the FighterZ stuff. And now everybody's speculating if this is going to be a part of the FighterZ DLC packages that are going to be coming out later on this year, because they already announced that Merge Zamasu and Vegito Blue are coming out in this upcoming May.
By the end of this month.
Yeah, by the end of this month.
Thank God.
Let's see. But for the Xenoverse Packs 2, or rather, I should say Pack 3, because we already got Pack 2, and that had like fucking Jiren and a whole bunch of other people.
Jiren!
They're now potentially thinking about possibly adding Android 21 along with a few other more like crazier fucking fusion forms. So you might see in like either Xenoverse fucking DLC or just Xenoverse 3 altogether, the dumb fusions of Trunks and Vegeta.
Oh god. Adult Gotenks.
Adult Gotenks.
That's actually something I actually want to see.
Right? Adult Gotenks was cool. Vegetrunks, Vajunks, Vajinks.
Just thinking of a name.
Trunk right, like all the dumb names you could possibly think of from that fusion, that possibly might be in Xenoverse. So we're not gonna say, hey, this is it, but fucking just we'll keep our ear to the ground and we'll definitely keep you guys posted.
Work.
But yeah, also before we continue the topic of Dragon Ball, well, still on the topic of Dragon Ball, but I have to say this. Although he wasn't really an antagonist per se,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like fucking Jiren. I don't.
Like, do you not like Jiren as a character or just like as a plot element?
As a plot element.
Okay, I can understand that because I don't like Jiren as a.
Because as a plot element, all he is anime Batman 2.0 done wrong.
It's not even that. He's just very generic. But the thing is that it's generic for every other shonen anime because we've seen it already. We've seen the Nejis. We've seen the fucking Sasuke's. We've seen the fucking Bakugos. We've seen fucking the tall geeses of all like various shonen anime and whatnot. We've seen it already, so it's very samey. But in the universe, and also just basically just in Dragon Ball as a whole, there hasn't really been like a bad guy like that, like especially like for.
But the thing is, he's not even really a bad guy. Technically, the way the arc worked,
I should say antagonist.
They treated him as the main antagonist, where in reality there was no real antagonist. Everybody was just fighting for their universe's survival.
Their own ambitions too.
If you want to be really, really technical, the antagonist of the whole arc was technically speaking Goku.
I would say it's more Zeno than anything.
Yeah.
I'd say Goku because he antagonized and started all of this.
He antagonized it, but then you have to remember
Zeno's the one fucking killing everyone.
Right? Like the entire multiverse is controlled by a literal child.
A spoiled child too.
Right? A very spoiled child with literal godlike power.
That's why that one when freaking he killed Frost and like that scene still gets me. Frost like, hey, you stabbed me in the back, I'm gonna get you. Hey, cut that shit out.
Right? They're just like, no, bad. And just slaps him on the wrist, and then he's literally
just
faded from fucking existence.
Just like, do it again, I'm killing your whole universe. Yeah, everybody's just like,
damn.
He's not even really associated with him. He's just on the team. But yeah, in terms of the plot element, Jiren's a bad character. In terms of actual character, Jiren is actually pretty cool. I'm just more pissed about the fact that we still know literally nothing about him. Shitty backstory aside of, I was a young boy and I was on a regular planet, and then a monster showed up and beat up all my friends and ate my family and punched my dog to death. And now, all of a sudden,
does that make him John Wick?
Yes. Jiren is, for all intensive purposes, Dragon Ball's John Wick.
No, stop.
Virtually nothing stopped him until the universe itself had to stop him. Just like in John Wick, he murders damn near an entire city, and it takes another city of assassins to go, hey, John, cut it the fuck out, all right? Like, you remember the trailer in John Wick where he's on the phone with his boss, and he's like,
oh, yeah.
I have you clapped in an instant, John. Don't make me an enemy. And he's like, I think you already have me an enemy. And then the bad guy's like, no, John, you don't want me as an enemy. And the entire city is just fucking training guns on him. Like, even the fucking baby has like an M15 and shit just scoping him the fuck out from like 2 blocks. Just like, hey, don't fucking make a move. Goo goo gaga. That's Jiren in a nutshell. Whereas it's literally it's like, oh man.
So you interrupted me in my juicy juice session, man.
Right? But yeah, like that's Jiren as a character, where effectively, and then even then, like, and the one thing that I didn't like, right? Because let's fucking just riff on Dragon Ball for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, let's fucking riff on this. The one thing that I did not like was for the longest, right? They had Toppo's character, who was originally going to be Jiren. Like Toppo, like how he constantly talks about like justice and does crazy, funky, fresh poses and shit like that. Justice! Originally, that was going to be Jiren, but then I think it was Toriyama or the studio execs themselves. They were like, last minute decision, we're changing him. It's not Jiren anymore. It's now his partner. So now you have a new guy who effectively would have fulfilled Jiren's role, who has all of Jiren's original character development, where he's effectively just Space Superman. He's just Space Superman. Old man Space Superman, but he's still Space Superman. Where he just talks about justice. Justice will prevail. Don't be an asshole. Swallow your vitamins and make sure to drink your milk.
Eat your pee, Professor.
Right? Like fucking like basically like Superman and Hulk Hogan fucking combined. We're talking about like early young days.
Rock and wrestling.
Hulkamania fucking Hulk Hogan. He's like that. And last minute decision, bam. They switched that, so now that's Topo instead of Jiren. And now for the Xenoverse DLC, all of the character traits that you see in that game would have normally been associated with Topo, but it's now put on Jiren, and everybody's like, it feels weird. But the reason why it feels weird is because that was originally Jiren's personality, where he's like, he's not a snob asshole where he's like, oh man, I'm just gonna just hang back and just meditate while I wait for everybody to actually pose a threat. No, he's actually like, hey man, don't have a cow and don't be a fucking asshole. I'm gonna save the day. Stop right there, villain, and put that baby down. Like, he's doing shit like that.
Fuck this baby.
Mr. Incredible type
Right,
shit.
fucking like, basically. But they kind of also allude to that kind of personality in the manga also, even though Toyotaro is rushing the fuck out of this.
Oh god.
Like, that man is zooming through the stories just so he can fucking get it
At
out.
least they're kind of being handled a bit better.
It's because he's working on the movie currently.
Like, one thing I will say, in terms of the manga of the Universe Survival Arc and the anime, they're treating, like, a lot of the characters in the manga are actually being treated a lot better than they were in the anime. First things first, Gohan is being handled a lot fucking better.
I don't know yet. Mainly because, remember, we had a whole bunch of filler just to show how Gohan got his groove back, as opposed to the manga where it was just, hey, I trained and now I'm good again. Alright.
It's more like, I trained, now I'm good again, and I'm wearing my real father's gi.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. I'm still just like, I would have appreciated like a small arc or just like a couple of pages or anything just showing just Gohan.
Just like a training montage type thing.
Yeah, like you can have like a big splash page of like everybody training, doing at least something, showing Vegeta in the time chamber, taking a shit and eating a burrito and blowing it at the fucking blowing up the time chamber like how he did when he goes to fight Black.
Basically, the whole montage of the 3 years that passed by.
3 years passed by when they were waiting for the androids. They could have did something like that on like a two-panel splash page or 2-page splash page, effectively, showing everybody for Universe 8, for fucking Universe 7. But the main thing that I have a problem with is the fact that a lot of the characterization and just general just ups that the anime had, because it had so much episodes to go through, gets steamrolled because Toyotaro and fucking Shonen Jump are rushing really, really, really fast through the arc.
Which makes no sense.
So you have characters in the show who are like, alright, they actually like doing something cool. You have fucking like Krillin, he's fighting against the bad guy, like okay, he like punches a dude out and like gets at least one limb. Tien, even though it was really fucking stupid that he got eliminated, he at least eliminated somebody. Like they had whole episodes at least dedicated to showing that yes, everybody was on the team for a reason.
Everybody was pulling their weight.
Yeah, as opposed to
not to mention they've grown from their counterparts back from Dragon Ball and Z.
Exactly. As opposed to the manga where literally in less than a page and a half, Frost eliminates 1/3 of the entire Universe 7 team. He literally just duffs the shit out of fucking Krillin, punches him literally through the goddamn arena and out the stands.
Nigga.
He goddamn Hurricane Arana's fucking Tien Shinhan as Tien is about to fucking tri-beam he tri-beams another group. They don't get eliminated. Fucking Frost Hurricane Rana's literally Frost out of him. And gets him out of the ring. And I think he also eliminated Roshi too. And because this was apparently all a play by Frieza, who was like, hey, yeah, burn out all of your energy first, and then I'll show you how to do cool shit. And then Frost stupidly is like, okay. And then he burns out his entire energy supply, like how Frieza used to have that problem where it's like, I'm going 100%. I don't have any control of my goddamn proper motor skills. Help. And then literally Frieza just goes, hey, golden rule about tournaments. Don't fucking trust anybody. And then he yeets Frost out of the goddamn ring. And everybody is shocked, including Frost, who I'm sitting here like, didn't you not just have a tournament where you were a cheater? But then I have to remember in the manga, it takes different story beats. So in the manga, Frost isn't a cheater. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
As opposed to the manga where they were just like, oh yeah, man, Frost is kind of a cheater. Like, yeah, he poisons people, he kicks babies, he shits on dogs and whatnot. Like, he's just the fucking worst.
Okay.
If anything, he's just as bad as Frieza, if not worse, because he's short.
Okay,
Everybody's
see,
like, what the fuck?
now, I'm reading the comment in chat about that's how it should have happened. They're human and weak as hell compared to them. I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna just segue for this real quick. Tien Shinhan, Krillin, and Roshi are three of the strongest fucking humans, if not the strongest male humans in that universe. Hell, freaking, although he got spanked like a little while after, Krillin kind of sort of held his own when he was fighting Goku and Super Saiyan Blue. Ten Shinhan is beyond peak human, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
No, he's beyond that now.
And
From the Boo saga, that was it.
And Roshi's fucking Roshi. Like, boy, even in the anime, Roshi pulled his weight. Granted, technically the man cheated because he technically walked in with like 3 items.
Right.
That man should have got eliminated. That man should have got disqualified.
Hey,
Nah.
look, man.
They said no items.
You know the golden rule? If it looks cool, well, let it fly. Why you think all of a sudden last 10 seconds of the tournament? Fuck it, let's just fly this guy out of the tournament. What are they gonna do? Disqualify us?
Oh,
tournament
shit.
already over.
Oh shit, you right?
They literally just decided, you know what, let's just fuck all the rules. Hey, Goku, throw me at him. Okay. Super dive bomb. Flies right into goddamn Jiren. Jiren spinning a Zuna drop pile drivers Frieza and rips his tail off at the same time.
That shit pissed me off. I'm just
That
like,
shit
God.
was wild. But yeah. Meanwhile,
that
here
whole
comes
fight was
Goku,
wild.
eagle screeching from the fucking 70-yard line.
Fighting the stay Super Saiyan.
Right, fighting the stay Super Saiyan as he flies Jiren out of the ring with Frieza. They activate Phoenix Force, fucking X Factor level 3 bullshit, and then push him out of the ring again while flying with him. And what the fuck can they do? Can they just go like, oh man, you guys flew, the tournament's over? It's 10 seconds left. Not even 10. 5 seconds if you want to be serious. The tournament was so
Even
stupid.
then, so it was either we're gonna push him out and we win, or B, we win by count out.
Right?
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the arena was destroyed beyond repair to the point to where you couldn't even see the counter go down? It was just floating in midair.
Boy, that arena
Floating
was
in
like
the actual
that arena
room.
was rubble.
Can we just appreciate how apparently everybody is like, Krillin and Tien and Master Roshi were like the weakest people because they're humans. Meanwhile, they're having attacks that are literally apparently destroying rocky metal that's harder than the actual rocky metal that's harder than anything in the universe.
Can we appreciate the fact that Krillin still has one of the most deadliest moves in the fucking series?
Yeah, like this Destructo Disc was quite literally, hey, this is super duper Kachin, and it's stronger than regular Kachin. It broke the Z Sword, and Goku could barely hold it when he picked it the fuck up. Oh, okay. Destructo Disc. I cut through at least a good third of the arena. What the fuck? Krillin, where was this power? What are you doing at now? We see why people like Krillin and Tien are the, quote, most powerful peak humans on the planet. It's not because they're like Goku and they can fucking shatter stars when they punch with gods. It's because they have super abilities that can quite literally even the playing field if the move just fucking hits.
And no, Cell didn't get hit by the Destructo Disc. He
Look.
fucking yeeted it out the fucking...
No, he ate it, and that shit disappeared.
Right? It wasn't like...
I,
Yeah.
I thought he just fucking flicked it away.
No, it just hit him. It was like...
It hit this man literally in the back of his strong, perfect neck as he's super perfect, by the way. He's super perfect Cell at this point. And he just goes, da 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 da, I'm going to kill a 14-year-old. Da 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 da. Destructo Disc! The fuck just hit me in the back of the neck?
He actually felt it. He
Whatever.
actually felt
Like
it.
he actually felt it. That's how powerful the move was. Conversely, everybody else is fucking dying next just by breathing Cell's air. It's like, oh man, what the
It's like, Trucks, you're too close, man. What are you talking?
You're too close, man. You're too close.
Ah, I'm dead from the future.
Alright.
Meanwhile, yeah,
Alright,
it's stupid. Dragon Ball's dumb.
We stood on Dragon Ball for too fucking long.
Alright,
Speaking of more Dragon Ball
Oh, yeah.
stuff,
Alright,
the
let's-
movie,
Yeah, there's one more bit of Dragon Ball news.
man,
the character designs for the movie are out.
And woo, Vegeta looks so goddamn good. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Fuck the rest of the cast. Vegeta looks fucking amazing.
Everybody actively looks the same on model. Where for some reason, and I'm not sure like if anybody who's like really big into art has actually noticed, for some reason And all the promotional art for like everything for Super up until now, everybody always has the very glossy, very lotion, shiny faces and whatnot.
Yeah, very detailed, very.
It's just very fucking like weirdly detailed. So it's a very nice bit of art, but pieces of them are just too shiny for their own good. Even when like they've been literally rolling around in dog shit. So they're like, man, even the shit has shine on it. Like it's too nice, so to speak. And it was like a big problem for everybody because the thing is, the art designer, I forgot his name, the art director who was doing that art was also the same person who was doing it for Z. Yeah. And because of how Z's coloration was, it worked because it gave it like a very like, I want to say it's like very pseudo manga-ish feel. Like it looked directly like it was adapted from the page.
Yeah.
Where normally you have shadow lines, this here now you have like light lines, and it works. As opposed to Super, because everything is technically digitally drawn and whatnot, everything looks too glossy. So you lose a lot of the impact for certain characters. Not even just going on the whole, oh man, it's like rated PG now because they don't have blood. Not even that. Just literally everything's too fucking shiny.
Like even when they turn Super Saiyan, the hair doesn't even look as natural as it is.
Like before where they had the whole argument of, oh man, you can tell the difference between Super Saiyan 1 and 2 because one's spikier and one has like lightning with spikes. Now it's just, this is shiny as shit. I can't tell the difference until they just jump to 3 or blue.
Yeah. Also, that was a fool's bet. We all know Vegeta's gonna get his ass beat in this movie. We all know.
What's the bet?
Bet you 10 Vegeta's gonna lose. That's a fool's bet.
A fool's bet.
As much as I love Vegeta, I know he gets the shit end of the stick.
Well, like this, as much as Toyotaro loves to say that he likes Vegeta, his favorite character is still Goku to draw.
Yep.
So that man ain't getting a whole lot of love, even though for the longest fucking Toriyama was like, yeah, I definitely would be okay with making a movie where Vegeta wins. And then look what happens. We got Resurrection F.
Goku still took the spotlight.
He's like, hey, I won, but at what cost? The planet's dead. Whoops.
But enough of Dragon Ball. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to rock, paper, scissors for the next topic. Okay. I win, we talk about video games.
Okay.
I lose, you can do your cosplay spotlight. Well, your cosplay news.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Just one off. No 2 out of 3.
All right.
1, 2, shoot.
Okay.
1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot. 1, 2, shoot.
All right. Cosplay news it is.
I did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, the secret tech to playing rock, paper, scissors is to instantly always pick rock. Pick rock, and you will determine the route of that game forever. You'll never lose. This is a sure thing. This is a 100% pro strat. Always pick rock for the first match because that will dictate where the match is going to go. They're either gonna go with rock or they're gonna fuck up. And as they go for rock a third time, you can just throw out paper. But if you bait them and they go for paper, you throw out scissors. You'll never lose.
Fuck you.
Okay, so so I'm not gonna be having not much really as news for cosplay. It's more like a general discussion topic, and that is effectively the entire scenario that's been going on like the past few months. I want to say involving the whole schism between male cosplayers and female cosplayers, and effectively hard work versus lewds for likes. Now, the thing that I've been noticing is, like...
Oh, word.
Right.
Right, get off me!
Everybody, please go support Flash Gits. This is not a sponsored thing or anything like that. I just really like their animations, so fucking go support them. They're trying to make a TV show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Go support them, please. They're
More on that
YouTube.
later.
But anyway, so... The thing that I've mainly been noticing about the cosplay scene, especially because, like, already gender politics in the world of fucking weird as shit... So now to bring that into a cosplay scene where originally like it was mainly just, hey, I like to just dress up in goofy outfits to show my support for a series I like, has now progressed into a monetary gain sort of situation. You now have effectively people who are like on one side of the fence, mostly men, but there have been a lot of ladies who've also been voicing complaints, effectively going, oh man, I don't like how people are now just basically just using sex just to sell, and how lewds for likes has now overtaken the cosplay scene, and how you don't even have to do hard work in order to like get famous or get sponsorship deals. Conversely, on the other side of the fence, you have people who have embraced their like, especially mostly just the females, so we'll just have it for that, Where are the females who've embraced their femininity and whatnot, and they're now basically going, hey, look, if you have it, flaunt it. So essentially, they're now having like it's been like a hot take, hot button debate for the longest of which is the okay thing, and if like it is really a problem, should it even be addressed? And in my heart of hearts, I want to side with the ladies who go on the route of if you have it, flaunt it, on the grounds that we're all from Brooklyn over here, except like Santos, but that's because that man is like from straight up super duper Outworld. Well, he's actually at the border of Outworld.
But Harlem born.
Yeah, Harlem born. So he's at the borderline of Outworld, aka the Bronx. So we as New Yorkers, effectively, we can understand a hustle. We can never knock a hustle because, goddamn it, everybody likes to eat. Everybody likes to have food and lights on, whatnot in their house. Mm-hmm. So
you get it how you get it, man.
Right, you get it how you get it. So I can't sit here and on one hand go, oh man, this girl is just having her tits out for money and whatnot, and she's not even really cosplaying. It's just like a really shitty wig. I can critique it, and I can go like, oh man, really? Like, that's not really like a real thing. Like, oh man, this person, they're just doing just not even full on just Deadpool. They're just wearing just a Deadpool bikini top, and that's just it. Like, that's not really a cosplay. But then that's where another line gets drawn of, is it a boudoir shot or is it just like a panty mag shot? Is it classy versus is it crass? So there's now like a whole bunch of like debates clashing in on each other with no real answer.
Yeah.
So it's been very weird, especially because like with me and Jordan, we're both trying to like rise up in like the cosplay scene. Mr. Mangu over here, he's super like into like just taking his fucking shirt off constantly, letting the abs show, and letting the ladies get all hot and bothered for his fucking Fire Emblem cosplay.
Let the record show that this motherfucker just popped his collar.
Right, the record's on the table. This man just popped his collar the moment that we just called him out on his fuckery.
And as for you like to make a controversy just for about anything, and then
I like to stir the pot. I like to very much engage in debate. So with that in mind, when we talk about shit, or rather when I like to talk about shit, I like to look at it from both sides. I like to go see what angle is going and who's doing the angling. So effectively, and there's a bit of cross promotion going on right here. If anybody has ever watched like the Kat and Kristen like fucking podcast / show or whatever that they have on like Facebook and whatever, they're really cool people. Go support them and shit like that. They're super dope. They've also touched on this, and effectively, I believe that they're going along the lines of you have to make a decision of what lane you're falling in. So, would you guys consider it to be either like crass, or would you consider it to be like a hustle?
Me personally, it's like this. If you have the necessities and the means to like pretty much hustle pretty much if you have the means to do it, what's stopping you? You have the tools.
Pretty much.
It's like the same accord for streaming. Like we all know there's a lot of women streamers out there who like will put on like what we call skimpy clothing and like have their tits be the focus of the stream, like, and people get upset. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be one of them, because as a small streamer coming up, I was like, wow, all they have to do is do this and that, and like they just make it big. Where the people like me have to like scratch and claw to get what we want, to get what I want, and it's just like, to be fair, like if I was like well toned and I had like chest and abs, like I'd stream with my shirt off, just like look at my abs, I can shred cheese on this.
But like, then you're depending on the appeal.
Yeah.
Right.
But like pretty much, to make it long story short without me rambling on and on, I'm on the side like if you got it, flaunt it, make your money off of it.
But then where does it go from there? If you have it, flaunt it, but then now it falls into a quality versus quantity thing. Because we already see on Instagram, there's at least for every like I want to say 5 cosplayers who like build props and like make giant fucking like biblical monuments to cosplay and whatnot. There's at least 10 more cosplay girls or guys or whatever who have at least 1 billion more likes than they do, all just from not really doing as much. Just showing the bare minimum of either tits, ass, abs, dick pics or whatever.
Now see what that part is. like if I had to honestly choose to support like somebody who just wears like the bare minimum to and pass off as a cosplay or boudoir shot, or somebody who actually puts like real effort into a cosplay or an armor, I would literally like I will go for that person. I'll go for the cosplayer who puts in the effort, because I've seen like I have a friend who like had a dragoon armor from Final Fantasy 14, I think, and she put hella effort into that. And I'm talking, she did work on that armor, the wings, everything. She put in work, and I'm just like, damn, I gotta respect it. Like, and what makes it even worse, like she's done her, I wouldn't really say skimpy cosplays, but like stuff along that line. But
she's worked both lanes.
Yeah, she's worked both lanes, but the lane she prefers to go down is the actual hard work of crafting, building, getting foam, potentially messing up, have to scrap and start over. I respect that. It's not that I don't respect both of them. I do, but I respect that lane more. I respect the main lane much more.
All right. So Citizen Goya, where do you fall on this?
Well, I guess it all depends on time and investment. Like whether it doesn't necessarily mean having to just spend money, because people spend money to just keep their appeal at the top, at the top 100. Like having to just go to the gym, having to just work out, and then you see it on Instagram on a constant, their stories talking about, well, I'm here in the gym for like the 40th time, and I'm getting ready to do this photo shoot in the end of this week, and sometimes it could be a little bit of both. They'll do that, and then they'll go back to hopping back into the sweatshop, just making whatever it is that they're doing. So it all depends on like what they're investing on. Like that's why if they're not able to make that kind of investment themselves, that they're able to use like social platforms, not necessarily just Instagram. It could be also Patreon. Patreon is literally Patreon is like the medium of most of the cosplayers' investments when in terms of appeal.
Wild West.
It's
fucking cosplay
like
girls.
if you're super pretty and if you have a platform that sticks by Patreon, most likely you're going the distance. But necessarily it just all comes back to time and investment, like depending on either your looks or just the art of cosplay. Because while there's a ongoing debate on where cosplay stands as far as like if it's a hobby, if it's a form of art itself, to me it's a form of art because you're creating something out of nothing.
Yeah,
word.
Most stuff.
Yeah, so it like I said, it all depends on that and their preference of whatever they're looking for within the cosplay scene.
Swimsuit Crom coming soon from this boy right here.
I mean, he kind of already hit that mark.
Look, I do this for the fun of it. At the same time, I also like to explore these kind of things so I can be able to be comfortable with myself. Because there was a stage in my life where I wasn't so,
We were all goblins.
I was a hedgehog at this point.
We're all soldiers now.
Yeah. So now I'm leaning towards a part of myself where it's just like, well, shit, I'm more than just Jordan Santos now. I might as well just...
He's big league
now. Nah, he's not Jordan Santos. He's Jordan Santos. Cosplay thought.
Oh, God. Hey.
I very much so love that term, especially with how recently in the news, or rather in the internet news, I should say, it's been getting a lot of, like, headline shit, mainly because of, like, fucking PewDiePie, Felix. He went on, like, a small tirade.
Yeah.
Because he had his whole, like, stream where he was basically using, like, eye capturing footage to do like a whole challenge of let me not look at like tits and ass while I'm like looking at a compilation of hot Twitch girls, and he's like, oh man, these Twitch thoughts, all they do is just do this thought and the third, and one chick copyright struck him where effectively now she was making monetary money off of like his video, even though it was like a clip of her in like a random compilation of like Twitch girls, like Slam Dank or some shit like that.
Word.
Where now it's becoming like a very like a hot button issue in the sense where it's like, all right, so now you have like Twitch girls, you have like Patreon, Instagram girls, whatnot. They're like, all right, we're using our body and we're making a product that we know is going to benefit us, but now will that or won't that negatively affect our outlook, or rather our people's perception of us in the general media? Because now when you think of like Patreon and cosplay girl, you think of like the general fuckboy thought of, oh man, she's doing this for money. Oh man, this fucking cosplay thoughts, man. I'm fucking sick of these cosplay thoughts. Meanwhile, you have like people who are just generally just out here just like, all right, man, like fucking whatever, make your hustle. I won't necessarily support you, but I won't down you either.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of friends who are like, yeah, man, I'm doing like cosplay shit. I do like lewds for likes. I have like lewd Patreon, like lewd snap.
To like,
Right? Like, they get, like,
parties and stuff
parties
that's
and stuff.
Sponsored by like other companies and everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, I'm A-okay with that. I won't necessarily like full on support it, but I definitely will respect the hustle to do so.
Yeah.
So the thing is that now there's so much, I guess, like negativity, so to speak, because of like the whole schism where again it falls back to effectively like gender roles of, oh man, guys versus girls. Oh man, we guys can't do all this. We have to fucking like work 3 times as hard versus girls who's got to just show like a very little bit of cleavage if they have it, or just like a really like shitty push-up bra and they get like double the fucking likes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's now like a thing. And the worst part about it is that now you have guys who are effectively trying to adopt that model that like effectively wouldn't have started, but they're fucking up because they're doing it sort of out of spite in a sense. Where you have like I'm not gonna name names because ladies, if you're fucking like the cosplay scene, you already fucking know who specifically I'm talking about. But there is a recent hot button like guy who in like the cosplay scene who's very big, very noticeable. He made like his own armor props and shit like that. But he had a whole bunch of drama going on with him where effectively like a whole bunch of house shit that was going on with him came to light. We're not gonna talk about that because I don't really give a shit.
Or you could just make a side episode about it.
No. I
No.
genuinely do not give a shit about this man's home life or what he does and what girl and what stream. I don't give a fuck. I don't give an actual dog shit. What I do care about, yes, is that bad.
Respect it.
I love drama, but I don't care about it. What I do care about, however, is the hypocrisy that he has. Where effectively, for the longest, he was like, oh man, these cosplay thoughts are out here doing this, that, and the third. I gotta wait and build months on building like my armored Batman or my armored Jamaican fucking Spider-Man Gundam robot and shit. Like he's super butthurt about women. And then instead of him effectively like going like, all right, man, you're a pretty okay dude. Why don't you just like do like regular like male modeling, just like a regular like swimsuit catalog of your shit? He instead does the boudoir shot or whatever, but he does it out of spite. And he's effectively just going like, haha, I can do this too, nah. But I'm not gonna like charge money or anything like that. I'm just doing it to show just women, we men can do it and blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting here just like, bro, why? Like you're fucking
it up for everybody else. Like, it's already bad enough.
It's fucking hard enough being a guy out here. And I don't want to sound like a really like fucking like red pill meninist bullshit asshole. It's already fucking hard enough out here being a guy in the 21st century, the current year America.
Yeah.
I don't need some asshole on the internet fucking it up worse for us. Especially with the fact of the advent of niggas like fucking like mid-gals and incels and other ashy, dirty niggas all online just constantly doing nothing but just whining and bitching about how they don't get women or how women don't respect them or how they have to do this, that, and the third. In comparison, how a woman has to just do it in 1, 2, 3. It's already fucking hard enough for us guys to like just be able to go like just lace up our bootstraps, work hard, and then receive awards.
Yeah.
You're fucking it up for everybody who's trying to do some very legitimate stuff when you sit here and complain about nothing.
Word.
Like, and it's not even like it's not even nothing. It's less than nothing. Because if he was really that passionate about, all right, man, all these ladies and whatnot are out here like getting all this cosplay money and Patreon stuff and stuff like that. Why don't I figure out some fucking way to do this? Meanwhile, and
it's crazy to me because I'm not like a prop maker. I'm not like super hard heavy dude in the cosplay. I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet. And I off the bat, off top, just start thinking about just easy ways for you to start just fucking just make stupid amounts of money with your talent. You could either A, sell your talents off, like a lot of male cosplayers as prop makers do. They sell their shit to like big house studios. You have the people who are making like super crazy Spider-Man, Deadpool, practical movie set costume replicas being actually used in like official production. Like my boy Nay, he was actually like one of the people who got to be like an actual like model for Marvel for Homecoming. So they have him in like an actual elaborate movie set suit. This shit's like bananas. He's doing that. They had a whole bunch of people who were like fucking from like London and stuff like that. Shout out to all of our London and like just fucking just UK or just overseas squad. Shout out to all y'all who like are following. People like Ross and like people like fucking let's see, like a few others like on Instagram and stuff like that. We love you guys. Let's a big shout out to all of our international fans.
Word.
But yeah,
we love y'all.
Right, we definitely love y'all. Brooklyn,
all support.
New York loves y'all. But yeah, there's so much shit going on, and like, fucking, it's ridiculous because of the fact that all this is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting actual support from like official sources. So that's just me just sitting there just like, why didn't you just think to do this? Why didn't you just go, oh man, I'm like super crazy armored Batman outfit. Why don't I just fucking just send my results of me doing this for Marvel and have them start doing cross promotion or DC start doing cross promotion for the shit that they have? Because you already have like people like, excuse me.
Take a sip.
Yeah. Parch. That's how you know I'm passionate.
Oh yeah. Like that guy who did the Thanos cosplay.
Yeah.
He got support right off the top, and Infinity War was just around the corner. Not even 2 years prior to Infinity War.
2 years prior to Infinity War, you have a guy who's making like a full-on Thanos outfit, somewhat inspired, like somewhat having them be inspired for how he currently looks in the movie. This is before like they hired Josh Brolin to do like his vocab and stuff like that.
It will be even worse. It's not like you're gonna be like patronizing everything for selling out. And even if you are, so the fuck what?
Hey, look, man. Seth Rollins said it best. I'm not selling out. I'm buying in. Just double down on it. If anything, cosplay girls, even though like it's super fucking hard for me to like work hard at this point, I effectively want you to just start going like, oh man, I'm gonna just start going for porn. I'm not gonna support it.
It's another method.
It's another method. And sure enough, I've had some girls I follow on Instagram who I've actually seen their career go from, alright, I'm just doing regular cosplay shit. I'm not making any money. Alright, wow, man, why don't I just start doing lewds? Okay, I'm starting to make money. Alright, I'm already dating my boyfriend or whatever, and Pornhub now gives like 30 grand for just random fucking amateur videos. You know what? I'm just gonna suck my boyfriend's cock on his camera while dressed up as Misty. Suddenly the rent's paid for the next 6 months. Now, I'm not full on saying, yes, sell your bodies. Become like fucking like tools of the system. But if you have a hustle, adapt. Like how me, Jordan, fucking Heston, we're all like fucking hardcore fighting game players. And one of the top things that old heads constantly like to say is, the game's not broken, just adapt.
Right.
And the thing is that so many people, especially like going from a fighting game analogy, there'll be so many people week one going, this character's very busted. Their tools are too good for the original cast. When it's not even that. You just haven't scratched the surface of what your characters can do. So it's not a whole, this character's busted or this system's busted. It's just, you haven't adapted yet.
Like, take it, especially from me, take it from somebody who, I'm in Street Fighter V as an example. Mm-hmm. My character, Vega, is considered by a vast majority of the community low tier.
Butt cheeks ass character, boy.
Apparently, my character is ass.
Hey, look,
like,
you can
ass, dog.
Look, I'd rather have a character who's just borderline ass to borderline good, like Vega, than a character like Nakali who's garbage until literally 3 seconds before he's about to die, and then you pop Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct and then you shoot to mid-tier to mid-tier.
Like,
And that's why you recommended me to use him.
That's
And
why
it's been doing me wonders.
recommend Unga Bunga.
Right? You got a and you got a boom.
But like, I've been told to my face, like I've been in like local anime anime convention tournaments and stuff like that, and I've been like told numerous times, oh, your character's ass, you're not gonna make it far, blah blah blah, and I've literally to people's faces proved them wrong. Like, yeah, my character's ass, but damn it, if I'm not gonna work for what I'm gonna get, like, another example, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Ooh, man.
Oh, man.
What tier was Shadow Labyrinth?
Extra trash.
Shadow Labyrinth was extra trash tier.
Above Marie, and I was a Marine man, and I made it work.
Marie was alright, but she was still trash. But Shadow Labyrinth was extra trash. As opposed to me,
And what was
I was an asshole. I was like, I'm gonna play either C
Junpei.
tier and up.
and
Junpei.
and
Yup.
Anime Boston 20. You wasn't there. I can't remember
15?
what it was.
14?
It was 14 or 15. Freaking this was before the year I took Eric with me. I went into a freaking 23-man because somebody dropped out. A 23-man tournament with Shadow Labyrinth on arcade stick, and won. Mind you, one, Shadow Labyrinth is considered low tier. Two, I don't play Persona on arcade stick. I play on pad, and I played arcade stick, and I took the whole tournament.
Conversely, the year where I went, where literally there was no competition, and I'm sitting there, it's like, all right, I finally have the game. Let me show the world what I've got. No one's competing. There's no money involved. It's just for friendlies, and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I've murdered the game already. I want money.
That's the funny thing.
I
That's
like
the same.
that one year that
that's,
happened to me.
that's the funny thing. That's the
Fuck
same.
you, still.
It's funny because that's the same people that would go ahead and sit there and wonder why the hell did me have more support for this game. Meanwhile, I'm just like, you had 1 year, year one, to actually go ahead and back up Atlas about it,
You had an entire
and
year.
You didn't win.
you didn't do anything.
Now the game's dead. Everybody, including myself, is constantly like, when's the 2.0 update?
Never.
Right.
Never.
Also,
However, with cross tag battle,
we might see.
we might see the light of day.
Look,
Now
just
they're
be
going to re-release it
prepared.
on PS4.
Look, be prepared seeing how cross tag battle is coming out. Because actually, now we can segue into that.
Before we segue into cross tag battle stuff, I want to make a quick side story about why Eric just angrily said "fuck you" towards me. The year I took him to Anime Boston, like I treated this man like a king that year. Well, that con.
Yeah.
So that man is still in debt to me for that.
She'll be getting paid off this year.
So I left them for like 10 minutes to go down to the game room to play some Street Fighter. And I played some guy. This is like when I subbed Nikali, and I was fighting some guy who beat me with some dry ass Rio. Mind you, I money match. I bet $50. I lost. So I was like, all right, let's run it back. Double up. He's like, yo, boy, you ass. I don't want to play again. I was like, so double up. I put another 50 on the table. He was like, I bet. He put the 50 he won from me back on the table. I picked Vega. This is season 2. I picked Vega. I mollywopped his shit. Took the 100, went back to the room. Yo, Eric, you wanna go shop, my nigga?
And meanwhile, I'm sitting there getting out of my cosplay, furious as shit, because of the fact that I'm in the room. I was in the game room before he was hunting people. I'm literally like the shark from Jaws 2, The Revenge. I'm just out here, it's like, where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the big money? Nah, man, I don't want a money match. I came into that con with at least $70, and I was mad as all hell. And I'm like, I didn't win anything. Here comes Keston. Hey, yo, man, I got $100. Where? I money matched this one dude and sandbagged, then doubled up and murdered him. What the fuck? Where are all you bastards when I wanted money? I feel like every entitled white child growing up in like the fucking late 80s up to now, just like, where's my money when I need it? This is horse shit.
That was such a beautiful year.
I feel like a single black mother in the Obama administration, just like, where's my money?
Bruh.
Where's my effort for hard work done? Fucking nowhere. Meanwhile, this asshole just shows up. Hey, I got $100. What? I'm sandbagging. asshole.
As my friend likes to call it, I pulled the Uncle Phil. But let's segue into the video games. Let's talk about video games.
Talk about, seeing as how we were already on the topic of cross-tag battle, let's talk about the fact that apparently we might be getting more guest characters from other series.
Which is why the Federer section's there.
Alright, so now we have literally characters potentially from Senran Kagura, or as I like to call it, Big Titty Golf Ninja Bitch, the series. Or just ninja teenagers with giant, just fucking just absurdly large
It's Ninja Titty Gaiden.
Just Ninja Titty Gaiden, yeah, pretty much, because fucking Ayane and Kasumi and Momoji are all in the fucking game. So yeah, Ninja Titty Gaiden, and literally people are now speculating that it's going to be the main character, and also one of the side characters, like her rival from like another school. Because apparently the Senran Kagura series, it kind of works like rival schools, where like they're all in one big university, but there's like several different factions inside the school. So it's like you have the people who associate with regular ninjas, the Leaf Village, the fucking Slytherin, the
Student
Sith
Council,
Lord, right? The Sith Lords down the block, the fucking Doctor Who fans who are also ninjas for some reasons upstairs, and they're all fighting to like get like I think like a magic dildo or something like that. I don't know the plot of Senran Kagura at all. I don't know it. I refuse to know it. The games look dumb, even though it's just literally just fucking Dynasty Warriors. It's just Dynasty Warriors with titties. With more titties, I should say.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's literally Tecmo Koei is literally, like, I think they fucking own the license. So yeah, it's just it's anime Dynasty Warriors with extra titties.
Extra titties.
But yeah, apparently they're going to be DLC potentially because their announcer files have been involved. And also, because there's been a lot of people who are like fucking Sherlock Holmes with the shit, they've effectively discovered from music files, you have one of the things that just says, boss. There's no name associated with it, but it's like a super crazy hard rock track. And people are now associating that with how in Persona 4 Ultimax, and also how in fucking Blaze Blue, fucking Chrono Phantasma, they had the giant fucking Marvel vs. Capcom stage apocalypse style boss.
Yeah.
Who also, when they were first revealed, they didn't have like actual track names associated with them. They were just boss. Mainly
Or unknown.
Yeah, or just unknown, just to like provide like non-spoiler shit.
Yeah.
So now people are going like, all right, it might be like a full-on like boss for the game, because remember the game's still ain't out yet. It's still just on open beta. Mm-hmm. So people are now speculating that. There have been some speculations, not even speculations, full-on confirmations for characters because of leak lists, and also because people just have fucking just the eagle eye from like Assassin's Creed.
It makes me sad that you would expect the the PS4 version, the demo to have been friggin' Daymon, but no, it was the Switch version.
Hey, look, man.
PS4 had a lot of privacy behind it. And you know the funny thing? Just now,
you want to know?
Sorry for stopping. Just now, Arc System Works has I think one of the staff members of Arc System Works brought out a brief statement talking about the latest news that's been coming out. And anybody who's seen data mining any more data going forward post-launch, regardless of what goes on in DLC, banned. From online. Like, you can't.
And the funny thing is,
hey man, I'm okay with that.
Everybody will be, like, people think Arc System is going to be like, their office is going to be on fire, everybody's going crazy. They're just like, no.
They're gonna get soft. It's the same thing that happened with the whole thing behind Ultimax, where we found out that Ken Amada was going to be in the game.
You found out the entirety of the Persona 3 cast was now going to be coming in, along with double the show. Hey, I miss show.
Double the show.
I miss show.
And boss. That's how we found out about the.
I really miss show. I don't miss Minazuki. I miss show.
Wait, what are you talking about? I miss both of them.
Fuck you, Minazuki's trash.
I will fight you.
Minazuki was trash.
I will legit fight you.
Minazuki was trash on the grounds that everybody else had a regular dodge. He had a fucking regular sholo, no Persona show. That man had a KOF 94 standing dodge.
Yep.
That went through everything. Supers. Nah. Insta kills. No. Fucking invincible grabs. Get that shit out my face. The man's shoulder lean was ridiculously good. And for anybody who still has that game, just test it out. Just test all the dumb shit you could just dodge from just weaving back.
Also,
if you ain't tapping,
to add to that, there was
really good.
Sorry for
no. Go ahead. I'll just
to add to that. There was this theory about anything going forward after Evo in terms of like the characters and whatnot, and the whole pattern of how Arc System Works treat their games. Like lately, they've just been going on this rhythmic, rhythmic pattern where every time they release a new game, every time they release post-release, updates and DLC and whatnot, they have a brief period where they just go radio silent, and here comes the arcade version of the next, version of said game. Blaze Blue Central Fiction is an example where they literally said they weren't going to make a part 2 or an extend or any form of next iteration type deal or a cultivation of anything that has to do with that game. But they just gave us the free DLC with Jubei.
Well,
right, and we didn't have to wait that long.
To be fair,
nobody asked for it, but we got it.
I mean, Jubei wasn't free, but I'm just saying.
Look, man, I've been asking for it.
We've been asking for it since Continuum Shift,
right?
But we got it.
And the funny thing is about ArcSys is that they're being so calm and cordial about their shit being leaked. They're just like everybody's just like, oh no, ArcSys is about to go up in flames. They're just like, oh no, we know it's out there.
I think the reason why they're fucking like just really blasé about this is because it's fairly obvious. You already know, at least for the Persona casters right now, it's only like 3 people right now on the active main roster. 4 people.
It's in the core game. It's the original 4 from the investigation team. The first 2 of Team Ruby. Fucking Blaze Blue roster is just ridiculous.
Right.
You literally have about.
Right now, 10 Blaze...
Two-thirds of the original Central Fiction cast already.
And that's without DLC. So everybody is already just on speculation is, alright, it's mainly just going to be Blaze Blue versus a whole lot of other niggas.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, Arc System Works isn't going to be like losing its shit because they've already known that people are going to be expecting it. If anything, they'd be more angry about the fact that there's no more surprise to it. Because now everybody's like, oh man, I kind of had to like guess for a little bit looking at that weird ass camera angle that showed off the silhouettes. But okay, Batista and Merkava are in the game, 100%. Hey!
Also, I'm gonna be that asshole. Let's
hear it.
I'm running Merkava S.
Fuck you! Don't run my character. Don't run Merkava. Pick somebody else.
Look, I'm going to tickle you from across the screen, and the ass is going to come out of nowhere from the other half of the screen.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something very drastic.
He's going to run Taker Wallstein.
No, I was going to do
anything Gordo.
I was going to be
anything Gordo.
I was going to be a very, very big, dirty, disgusting monster. And I was going to pick up Narukami and Merkava.
All right, the stream is over. Everybody go home.
I was going to have invincible DPs on one side and full screen command grabs from the other side.
So you're going to be eating stun gun hits with command grabs from afar.
Let's just say this.
I'm going to be an actual demon. I will be a monster.
Let's just say this.
I will be a blight upon the internet.
If you play Under Night in Birth and you get tickled all the way from across the screen by Merkava, just put down the game. You don't deserve to play it anymore.
No, it's not that. It's not that you don't deserve to play it. It's because Merkava's grabs, they changed them. Before it was just, hey, full screen grab. If you get hit, fuck you. Now you have to actually commit, and you have to effectively do another command for the full screen grab to come in.
But the fact of the matter is, people fail to just like press back, hold back. This man has a full screen command grab. Why are you not pressing back?
They're scared. They're scared because Twitch reaction. Too bad, huh? just clapping on you. I'm gonna just eat your whole face. I'm a Mike Tyson in the 80s, you shit.
Speaking of Mike Tyson,
Shit.
would you let Mike Tyson punch you in the jaw 5 times for $100 million?
Which Mike Tyson are we
Prime.
Which prime?
Iron fucking Mike.
Which prime?
Are we talking young Golden Gloves Mike Tyson, or are we talking I'm literally current heavyweight champion Mike Tyson?
Current heavyweight champion for 5 years.
I'll pass. Fuck that. If it were Golden Gloves, Mike, we're around the same build right at about this point. So it'll really fucking hurt, and I'll just go down, but I'll be able to come back up. Actual champion for 5 years, reigning, destroying people. Actual psychosis mid-match in the ring. Fucking Iron Mike Tyson. No way, sir. That man has actual guns for hands. Fuck that.
They made an entire boss level inspired from him. Not once.
Not even a boss level. They made the boss game. Remember, there's at least 3 people in the game that also have Mike Tyson's moveset, just toned down.
Oh, yeah.
You got fucking
Piston Honda.
You got Piston Honda and Soda Popkinski, who both have his moveset. And what do they do for actual Mike Tyson? I will just leave it the way I was originally intended. What? Just duffing your shit at light speed while he winks at you with fucking just random eye twitches.
Don't tell anybody. I'm about to destroy your life.
Just think about that from the young innocent eyes of like a child in the 80s. There's no game facts.
Oh yeah, Sandman was also Mike.
Yeah, Sandman was Mike Tyson because of the fact that Mike Tyson at this time had like sexual allegations thrown his way, but Nintendo knew they couldn't fucking throw that money away. So what do? They just made Mike Mike Tyson, but white. And then right after that, they were like, yeah, this is kind of... No. That was Mr. Dream.
Yeah.
Mr. Dream was just white Mike Tyson, a.k.a. Rocky. That's what they were trying to make it as. But then they were like, this is kind of not as imposing as before. Let's bring back Mr. Sandman. What does he do? Murder you. Literally for 4 games straight, you had Mike Tyson killing you. Then you had Rocky. Then you had Donkey Kong. And then after Donkey Kong is fucking Mike Tyson again. Think about that. Mike Tyson and his clones hit harder than an actual super gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
And the only person who beat him was some small Puerto Rican kid from the Bronx. Remember that? Lil Max from the Bronx. He's from New York.
He's from Outworld. A short Puerto Rican kid from the Bronx beat up Mike Tyson and Donkey Kong in the same game.
Twice. Because if nobody has actually played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the Wii, there's regular tournament mode. Then there's the championship title defense where if you lose 3 times, Little Mac commits suicide because he lost this champ. Not too many people know about that. It was literally, oh man, I lost 3 times this champ. Time to hang it up, Matt. Matt literally fucking goes to go die in a fucking gutter, crying, alone. Fucking his ring announcer, Doc, is just literally just like, I'm just gonna work at the museum as a dirty janitor man. This used to be one of the greats. Who? This guy who fucking beat up Donkey Kong and Mike Tyson. Who did he lose to? Mike Tyson! That's the funny part about that game, is that everybody else, like for the title defense portion of that game, right? After you become champ, everybody has little like silhouettes of showing what they did after you beat the shit out of them. People like fucking like Glass Joe, he gets super pissed off. He undergoes Ultra Instinct. He gets his jaw surgically upgraded or whatever to actually take more than 2 punches. Conversely, fucking Mr. Sandman, Mike Tyson, quite literally goes up the ladder, murdering everybody, including the former building you were all in. That's his intro cinematic. That's his intro. He goes up the ladder, killing everybody that you've already fought, who's all had the character development of, oh man, I lost a little Mac, time for me to hit the lab and start training. Mr. Sandman was quite literally like, nah, fuck that, I lost on some old bullshit. I'm coming back, and I'm coming harder. And he kills everybody, including the building. That's the crazy part that fucking gets to me. He kills everybody. including the former championship building you all fought in order to come get to you and go, are you ready for a rematch, little Mac? Because I'm about to ruin your life. And you can either, A, win the championship and then go to actually have like a little dream match scenario where you fight Donkey Kong, or B, he kills you in the ring and then fucking you have to literally hang up your gloves forever as you then go to die alone in a gutter in the Bronx. That's fucking depressing if I've ever heard it.
What the fuck?
You know what? Let's go from there, right?
Oh God.
Okay, I got this. Oh shit.
Need some water, man?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh man, I feel like that was my riff for the episode.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
That might have been.
Empty the clip right there.
Right,
No.
that might have been it.
All right.
That might have been it right there.
Good night, everybody.
Back.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody. That's it. It's over.
Okay.
Hang it up.
Shit. Okay.
Hang it up, Captain.
Hang it up, Matt.
Back to gaming news. In the light side of things, Shenmue 3 has been delayed until 2019.
Good.
And I'm just like,
Good.
on one side I'm like,
Good.
I gotta wait longer. But on the other side I'm like, fucking good.
Good.
Don't rush greatness.
I'm not even mad. Not even the slightest.
I'm a man who's had the game for the Saturn. I've had it for the Dreamcast. And I've had it for the Xbox. I have literally played every single version of this game. I can say with the utmost certainty, I'm one of the few people who's been waiting almost a decade and a half for this. I can wait another year. I can wait another 2 years. 3 years is pushing it. I can wait a few.
That's when the next gen consoles.
Right? But I can wait because you don't rush perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that when the game first dropped, the biggest thing that was like the selling point for Shenmue was we have real-time fucking weather physics. So if it was snowing in Japan in real life, it was snowing in Japan in Shenmue. If it was fucking thunderstorming over there in fucking Hong Kong in Shenmue 2, guess what it was doing in actual Guizhang over there in fucking China. The fucking storms were ridiculous.
The monsoon season.
Our fucking monsoon season at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Plus, remember, the thing with Shenmue, and not a lot of people actually know this, is that Shenmue 3, technically speaking, is only the first third of the actual story that's done. There's still at least 9, because it's technically a 10-act game. So, with 1/3 down, you literally have about 7 more games technically that you would have to get in order to have the full story. So they're probably going to condense 3 games into this one game. Because originally, had they continued to still like annually make Shenmue and whatnot, if Shenmue 2 on the Xbox or whatever made like $1 billion fucking dollars or whatever, became like a cash cow, they would have also went on to go make Shenmue Online. And that would have also been the side story to the main game, where you have things where like you can make your own character, you can either join fucking Lan Di and the Hong Kong Dragons or whatever, or you can join with Ryo and Ren and the Hells Angels over there in China to actually combat them.
Question. Is Shenmue 2 on the backwards compatibility list for Xbox One?
It
Yes.
should be. Mainly because
it
of the fact it should be on the grounds that it's backwards compatible already for 360.
Yes, it is.
Huh. Okay.
Don't ask me to borrow my copy. Fuck you.
I wasn't even going to, but damn.
Like I can sense it in the air. Fuck you. Don't ask.
That's like going to J&L and asking them, how much does this perfectly encased Marvel vs. Capcom 2 factory sealed sell?
I don't want your
and
arm.
they're just gonna look at you with the most stupidest look. Like,
they're gonna be like,
seriously?
all right, I want your arm, your leg, your firstborn child, your next 3 paychecks, and your content for Comic-Con.
He's gonna be looking at you. It's like, how much is your nuts? It's not the actual nuts. The nut that's inside your nuts. How much is that worth? If you can produce an all-star child with every nut that you make, I want that child. That's how much fucking the original Marvel vs. Capcom unsealed unbroken, factory fresh is gonna cost you, and you're gonna be sitting there. Like, I gotta fucking make like 3 LeBrons to make this.
Yup.
I didn't even.
Why do you think like that video that's now circulating the net of some dude who went to a fucking game collector's shop with a pristine copy of Donkey Kong Country for the fucking NES, or fucking for the fucking Super Nintendo.
What's up with that?
Pristine copy, never been opened, factory fresh, still in the plastic. He goes to them and he's like, "Hey, I want you to open this, just to be an asshole." And he posts it online. He's just like, "Hey, yeah, you're a game collector shop, right?" Like, "Yeah." "Hey, yeah, I want you to open this." "Why would you do that?" "Because." And the dude that's behind the counter is like, "Guys, I really don't want to do this, but he's paying me to do it, so I gotta." But this hurts. This really, and I'm sitting there, visibly angry. Like the more I'm watching the video, the furious I'm getting, and I'm just sitting there, just like, no. And it went from effectively like a near $300-$400 souvenir tribute to the '90s,
to like $10,
$5, because it was like $4.55 the minute it opened. $5,
Nigga,
and I'm sitting there just like, no.
I would have been sitting there raging through tears.
No, like you know the scene from Toy Story where they were on the car about to go back to Andy's house, and they fall off, and Woody is just like just distraught. He doesn't have proper emotions. He just can only verbalize no, and he's like, no. And then fucking Buzz is like, "What? It's fine." And it's like, "No!" And for like 5 minutes straight, you have fucking Tim Allen just going around. It's like, no. And that's how I felt watching this. Damn near on the verge of tears. I am a 26-year-old man about to cry about fucking Donkey Kong being opened.
Well, let's go to depressing news and let's warn our Xbox brethren. No Man's Sky is coming to Xbox.
Have fun with trash.
Don't buy it. Do not buy it.
As much as the constant, like, I guess, patch fixes would lead you to believe, that game's still fucking worthless.
Word.
It's a complete game, Capo.
No, it's not even Kappa. It's a complete game. Because there's only so much you can complete with zero production.
Yup.
0 times 0, despite what New Age math will tell you, is still fucking 0. So, for them
I thought 0 times 0 is the destruction of the universe.
No, it's 0 divided by 0.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, 0 times 0, still fucking 0. So you can't sit there and go like, "Oh man, this is a game as a finished product." There was no product there to sell. You got effectively a disc of a glorified flight simulator with very barren planets that they scrapped from like fucking Mass Effect. Like, if you ever played like the first Mass Effect where you had all the shitty planets that didn't have anything on it and they just made you believe that you were going through the universe, and when I was like, "Oh man, I can investigate shit. I can go on a planet. What's over here?" Literally fucking nothing. You've wandered for 5 minutes. That's No Man's Sky.
Also in video game news, apparently, although we thought this console was already a foot in the fucking grave, Sony's decided they're going to stop producing physical Vita games in America and Europe only, for whatever reasons, by 2019. And I'm just like,
It's becoming a very niche system now.
yeah, like, I own a Vita.
If it hasn't been niched before, it's going to be very niche now.
Think of it like this. What was the last game to come out for the Vita that was a Western release?
I think it was an RPG.
Was that a Western release? And when I say Western release, I don't mean as in like...
He means American made.
I mean like
American made. Forget
Nothing.
it.
Nothing. It's always just either been like just JRPGs or just random fucking rhythm games that they've
Yeah, because remember,
rhythm games.
Sony decided to cut AAA titles from the Vita, and I'm just like, I own a Vita. Like, granted, yeah, it's suffering the same fate as the PSP. There's a lot of good games for it, but if you're not into like JRPGs, tactic games, or music games, it's not really for you.
It's not even that. The PSP's life cycle, along with the PS Vitas, they had good games coming out at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So you had like cool shit like Daxter for the fucking PSP coming out literally like days before the actual PSP died. Or shit with like fucking when they had like and the Uncharted game come out for the PS Vita at the same time they were having to come out for PS3. And they had so much issue with it because, like, I guess, like, a whole bunch of, like, bugs and shit were mainly problems, and there was no current fixes for the Vita.
Not to mention, there was the Final Fantasy game that we were waiting for a while. What was it, Agito? Type Zero, yeah.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Type Zero.
We were waiting to get that game. However, it came out literally at the tail end of the PSP's life cycle, and then we had to wait up until Final Fantasy 15 was at its last remaining final touches.
In the final stages of completion. Not only that, America didn't even get to friggin' Type Zero. For PSP, America didn't even get it.
I know.
Japan did. We got it on PS4, which was a huge slap in the face.
Yeah.
That and, first of all, which also led to a class action lawsuit that Sony lost. The Vita was pretty much a gigantic freaking what's the term?
Trash.
No, false advertisement. Because remember when it came out, it came out during the span of the PS3's life. Well, during the ending of the PS3's initial life, and it advertised, oh, you can remote play and play your PS3 games anywhere. Where in actuality, when it came out, the PS Vita couldn't even do that. It could remote play to the PS3, yeah, but it was only able to play PS1 games. You couldn't play your PS3 games on the go. That functionality only really happened when the PS4 came out. And even then, if your connection's not that great, you ain't doing shit. Cause I've even tested it today. I tried to play Gravity Rush Remastered, although I have the original game. I tried to play that from my bathroom. And the router is literally right next to me in the next room. PS4 in the next room, and the connection was terrible. Like, you got to do some next level configuration just to get that to work.
You gotta have sorcery in order to make this shit work.
Yeah, but on the bright side, and for people who do own a Vita, there has been a Twitter user, I can't remember his username at the moment, but he has found exploits in the Vita's current firmware, and either within the next few days or by the end of the year, I'm in no rush, he will release the exploit that has literally completely opened up the Vita to the point where you can hack it even if you're not on 3.60. And being that I'm on 3.65, and I was on 3.60 at one point, but my ex-girlfriend updated my Vita on accident when I told her not to update it. Big sad. I now wholeheartedly wait for this update to happen. Well, for this exploit to release. I want to love the Vita more than the shit it gets, but it's just proof that Nintendo has the handheld market on fucking lock and no one could do anything about it.
Yep. Like, look, man,
However, there's been some speculations that they do have something that they want to show off at E3 in terms of handheld.
Cool.
Sony.
I was just like, look, as a guy who never got the chance to have the Vita at all, I'm still very saddened about this, mainly because I was like, oh man, that's a pretty cool console. You can play PS3, PS4 games on the go. That's pretty fucking cool. If I like, I'm not at home, but I can FaceTime my TV while I'm like in like a hotel in a different state while I'm taking a shit. I can still fucking play like my PS4. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty goddamn good.
No,
but
they had tech that was ahead of its time.
The PS TV is the same way. The exploits should be already out for PS TV. I'd have to check, but
it's already out. It's already out. Everything's out for the PS TV.
Because my PS TV is hacked.
Yeah.
There's no two ways of looking at it. My PS TV is hacked. But it's the PS Vita that everybody's waiting for. That's the big shebang everybody's waiting for.
We'll keep waiting, sadly.
Yes. And to wrap up gaming news and potentially this episode, thanks to Walmart's website, E3 is fucking ruined.
Not really.
Not really.
Well, Walmart released a lot. First of all, it was so bad. EA was just like, all right, let's just drop the trailer for Battlefield 5. Fucking Walmart fucked it up for us. Let's just drop the trailer.
I mean, it's
Battlefield
hard for them
5
to
got
fuck it up
revealed.
if they already had the trailer on hand. If anything, that kind of feels...
No, they had the trailer on hand, but they wanted to reveal it. And remember, it's a 2-part trailer. They wanted to reveal both parts at E3. Walmart leaking the information on accident kind of forced their hand to release the first part early.
I don't know, man. I feel
Same thing
more
with
like a fucking ploy, like them just going like, oh no, we quote unquote leaked the trailer and leaked the news. Get ready for all this stuff. It was the same thing I remember, and it's very weird that it's a specific thing, but it's almost the exact same way how somebody that was on like I think like Amazon or something like that, or Amazon or Walmart or one of the things.
It was Amazon.
Yeah, they had wound up quote unquote accidentally leaking a bit of promo art that was gonna be for Dragon Ball Super that showed off both Merge Zamasu and Goku Black's fucking Super Saiyan Rose form almost months before it actually showed up live. And people were sitting there just like, wait, what the fuck is that? Why is Goku black? Who's this black ass Goku? And why does he have pink hair? What's going on? And then the episode with Black showed up, and it's like, oh, okay, this evil Goku.
the Super Saiyan Rose.
Well, who is this man with Super Saiyan pink hair? Really? This is what they have pink with this stupid? And then down the line, that's when they go like, oh yeah, those were actual promo pieces that were going for like an announcement date that somebody had, I guess, shifted, and they were gonna sell fucking online. And it was for the Japanese Amazon thing, because they were already having like a press release later on that month that was gonna showcase it. Then there's that. There's the shit with the Borderlands thing, where almost every fucking year for Borderlands, Walmart will quote unquote leak Borderlands, only for Gearbox to go like, it was all part of the plan the whole time. Here's the Borderlands trailer. Bye-bye. So I'm calling 50% bullshit on them genuinely just being like idiots at their job, and more like it's companies now working with actual advertisers. Because think of it like this, right? So boom. So you have a whole bunch of like companies who consistently have pre-order promotions going on with a whole bunch of companies. Mm-hmm. So say for example, like the whole God of War thing. You have, if you pre-order with GameStop, then you get like the Blades of Armageddon. Or if you pre-order through Target, you get the Chains of Jerusalem as an update. Or if you pre-order with fucking like Walmart or something like that, you get the Blades of Balzac or something ridiculous. But it was literally like if you sign up with 3 different promotions as a pre-order, they'll give you different shit. And from a marketing standpoint, that's incredible. From a consumer standpoint, that's a pile of horse shit. Because effectively, you're now having to buy 3 separate games. Like right now, there's already like a leak list of like games that are going to be like on like the Walmart's like fucking leak list. But now you have to sit here and wonder if there's going to be following promotions for other shit. Because you already know GameStop has like his fucking grubby fucking monster fingers already in the game pie. Mm-hmm. They already got it in the game pie, because they're already right now. It's like, if you pre-order Spider-Man right now through GameStop, we'll give you all the goddamn costumes and you get a free collectible. And by God, I did it.
Oh God, I fell for it.
I did it, and I fell for it, and I don't feel bad at all. But now, meanwhile, I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, I already have my pre-order thing set up for the fucking first Spider-Man for PS4. Getting the collector's edition. I already know what I'm gonna be getting. I'm getting the 3 costumes and the stand deal. What are other promotions gonna give you? Now, down the line, if like say Insomniac or like fucking P or Sony or some shit goes like, hey, if you pre-order it from Target, you'll get like $5 worth of exclusive DLC coverage for like the next set of DLC for Spider-Man, and also a fucking PS4 update that lets you play the original PS1 Spider-Man games. And you're sitting there like, well, shit, I just spent like at least $130 on just like a statue and some outfits from GameStop, when I could have been getting like a whole 3 different games from Target. What the fuck, man? Now you gotta sit there, spend another $120 at a different competitor, all of it just to make like a whole bunch of like money and revenue. Because that's how the marketing system's working now, where effectively you'll have one company will sell its sources out for promotional shit in 3 different lanes. Because God of War did it. God of War did it very bad for, I think, Ascension, where they were like, hey, if you pre-order for here, then you get like the Nemean Lion DLC skin. But if you pre-order from GameStop, then you get like the Blades of Islam. Or if you pre-order from Walmart, then you get the Super Kratos goatee update, where like you can shoot dick lasers from your beard and shit. Where it was very stupid how they broke up.
Very gimmicky.
It was very gimmicky, especially because down the line, fucking Sony was just like, hey, yeah, summer sale, get all the DLC right now for like just a regular cheap price if you couldn't get it before. It's almost the same model as I want to say for shit like free-to-play games, like fucking, well, not free-to-play, but shit like Overwatch, where they'll have things where it's like, hey, we have this regular game that you're playing right now. You have to spend like either $40 to regular get or $60 to get 5 skins for characters that you might not even like. But then also, hey, did you like these cool exclusive skins for 2 characters that you may or may not like? Do you want them? Well, you're gonna have to buy our other game and then play that for 5 games, even though you'll hate it. And then maybe, if you're a good boy, you'll get the skin. And then it was sucky for everybody who, like, say, for example, now, because it goes from a consumer point to now a console situation, where for guys like us, or rather for guys like me and, like, I guess, like, one of our fucking, like, co-hosts, one of you guys, we're not, like, super hardcore in the PC gaming. We're mainly console boys out here. Mm-hmm. Keston, he's kind of fallen in both lanes. He's a lucky piece of shit. But mostly just console boys over here. So when Blizzard had announced that whole, hey, yeah, man, if you want Oni, Genji, and Police Diva, you're gonna have to play our whole new game for PC only. Yup. And meanwhile, everybody that's on console is like, yo, bro, what the fuck? I don't have like a PC that can handle this. I don't even have some people was like, I don't fucking have a PC. I can't play this.
Meanwhile, people like me, fam, who's squatting up to get this Oni Genji scan? We need like 4 more people for the store. 4 more people.
And meanwhile, like, there's people that's on PC is like, all right, I don't fucking even like Oni again. I don't even like Genji. I'm not a fucking Genji main, but fuck it. It's a free skin. And I could just literally just turn on to playing this other fucking game. And everybody that was on console was super pissed off, and they were super vocal about it to the point where fucking Papa Jeff was just like, all right, hi, this is Jeff from the Overwatch team. I've noticed that there has been a lot of confusion around our skin situation. We had a promotion for our other game from Blizzard, Heroes of the Storm, which features characters from Overwatch. But now we're going to be giving you those exclusive skins for free inside the regular game for a regular amount set of prices. Conversely, we're also going to be announcing that we're going to be giving the reverse set of skins for Heroes of the Storm for our new set of characters. So all you would have to do is, if you're currently playing Heroes of the Storm, you're now going to have to play Overwatch to get the skins for some cool characters that you like in that game. And everybody's sitting there just like, what the fuck, I don't want to have to play this. Or, what the fuck, I don't have a console to play this. Right. So there's a lot of like underlying, I guess, like underhanded tactics that corporations and developers and publishers are using to make double the profit with less of the work. Where as opposed, like, because we always like to say like, oh man, gaming back in like the late 90s, early 2000s and whatnot, it was akin to like a burger, where it's like, oh man, I got like a full burger, I got a nice zesty meal, three things of lettuce, some tomatoes, a big fat juicy piece of meat and cheese all on a sesame seed bun. Where now it's like, oh man, you ordered a burger, but we just fucking just threw this shit together. No sesame seeds on your bun, no lettuce, no, you can have 1 tomato, I guess. Pickles is DLC. But if you want the full burger, you can just, buy our DLC coverage that gives you all the promotions for all the games. And if you subscribe to our online service, we'll be monthly giving you more of the burger, so you'll have a full burger.
That's how game development's working right now, and it's a real piece of shit.
Isn't it the motif that a lot of the game companies are just
Yeah.
even the fighting game, even those who are very known for like the fighting game genre are trying to do it, and the only people who are managing to escape from that kind of motif that everybody's pretty much following is Arc System Works to an extent, and SNK being the saviors, the Robin Hood
of the fight game.
fighting game community.
Also, speaking of fighting games, not to cut you off, I was gonna originally just end the show off that topic, but I completely forgot one hot story. So we're gonna quickly go over this, and that's gonna be the end of the show. So apparently, over the last couple of days, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite had an update over all the platforms it's been on: PS4, Xbox, Xbone, and PC. PC and Xbone, their update was like 10 gigs. PS4,
10 whole stacks.
10 whole gigs, yo. That's
10
boy,
whole stacks.
10 big boys.
That's if you like PS4, that's a whole game you gotta delete off your hard drive just to get that update.
Yeah.
But for PS4, luckily the update was like under 500 megs. No one knew what it was about. They just said general fixes. Come to find out, at least for the Steam release, they just removed the nouveau, which, if you don't know, that's the other thing that was preventing it was an anti-piracy thing where it stopped the game from being pirated or whatever, and it removed that completely. Like, you can literally, if you want, just pirate the game and no one would care anymore.
I think it's because Capcom doesn't care.
That's pretty bad. Like, it's literally at this point, you can literally say Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is literally officially dead.
It's dead.
And that kills a lot of people because we had high expectations for this game. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people like, we're new Marvel vs. Capcom, fresh off the hot presses of 3.
We were all super excited, mainly because of the fact that, one, characters that we genuinely wanted were either making a return or showing up for the first time ever. Motherfuckers have been saying literally since X-Men vs. Street Fighter, yeah, it'd be pretty cool if we had Mega Man X in the game. Oh, cool, we got regular Mega Man. Oh, cool, we got Roll. But it'd be really cool if we get Mega Man X in the game. Oh, man, Zero's in 3? This is super cool. It'd really be cool if we had Mega Man X in the game. Mega Man X, first character fucking announced. Hey, Marvel saved. And then what happens? Bad press after bad press after problem after problem after shit after shit after dookie after poop. To the point where now there's no real hope for the series to actually have a fourth game. Technically fifth game. And that saddens a lot of people who like the franchise for like its frantic nature, its 2v2, sometimes 3-on-3 fuckfests of fighting and nonsense. And
triple menage a trois
and shit. There are people who genuinely like that. And
now the chances of another one is
the chances of that being another full-on sequel are both dead in the water and at the same time hotter than they have ever been. With the advent of Capcom consistently going like, we got things in the iron, we're going to be making some new IPs coming back and possibly some new shit, stay tuned, we're trying to make money again. Meanwhile, everybody's been pointing the finger at Capcom saying that, oh man, this is a bad move that you guys are doing, why did you fuck this game up so bad? But no one's ever really stuck the finger at the person who was the main figurehead in sponsoring the game.
Yep.
Disney. No one pointed a finger at Marvel and Disney. They were just mainly just, oh man, Capcom fucking up. Oh man, the graphics look like trash. Dude, fuck, Capcom Montreal, y'all just fucking up.
Disney used that as a stepping stone to advertise the Infinity War.
They used it as a stepping stone to advertise both Infinity War coming out and Age of Ultron.
And the Marvel Cinematic Universe in general.
Yeah, but the thing is though, right? Their marketing, they are very heavy-handed when it comes to like just marketing and also for product distribution. Disney's been that way for years, but now that they've absorbed Marvel, it's now been getting in the way of that because not too many people paid attention to it. But that's when the same time that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite dropped, right? You also had at the same time the Disney Infinity game that was out, where it had the Disney toys along with the Marvel toys, and they had just recently announced the Age of Ultron pack. But the problem with that is that Disney as a brand is money first, fun later.
Yep.
So the fact that making all the toys and whatnot cost more money than they were actually making selling the toys, they were just like, just fuck it. We'll just scrap the project altogether. So you had the last little update for Disney Infinity where like I think like they just allowed for you to just play with fucking anybody in any series.
Yeah.
And then after that, they was just like, fuck it. Disney Infinity's over. Eat shit. But at the same time, this was also when they were still doing production on Marvel Infinite. So you have them going on one side of the fence, fuck this. This thing, waste of time. Let's focus on Marvel Infinite. And then all of the bad press started hitting Marvel Infinite hard. Too fast for Capcom to actually address individually to do ground control. And that made Marvel lose its shit almost instantly. Yep. So now they're like, oh man, they don't like this? Fuck it. Destroy it too. We'll make the money back up when Thanos yeets Gamora off the fucking Soul Mountain. Fuck it. I don't care. Destroy this.
Mickey was just like, oh, game went bad. Kill it.
You gotta kill the fans in order to please the fans. Ho ho! Yeet! And fucking he just yeets the entire fan base of Marvel Infinite off the Soul Mountain, and then now we are the Soul Stone. Now it all makes sense. Now you see how we all pulled that together? Marvel is real, no matter what anybody tells you. Marvel versus Capcom, and by extension, Marvel hype is real. The fans were the Soul Stone the whole time. Because Marvel effectively had to kill us in order for us to show appreciation for its fucking product.
Yeah.
Word.
And I was like, oh man.
And it's crazy because that doesn't look so good when they want to actually try to do a successor in the Versus series in general.
Fuck a successor in the Versus series. Try a successor in games. Why do you think that there's no AAA Marvel title anymore? It's just free to play. They just recently
However, they've been revisiting the whole Square Enix Marvel thing.
Yeah, that's only because like fucking Kingdom Hearts is there, and they're literally probably gonna be like, if this Kingdom Hearts game sucks, heavens forbid, we will just drop the fuck out of games entirely. Just fuck you. No more games. Game's over.
Yup.
But we already know Kingdom Hearts is going to be a stupid amount of cash cow. They're going to have the Marvel parts be probably the best parts of the game if it's actually fucking in the game. But yeah, if that part sucks, but the entire game is great, Marvel and Disney by extension, rather Disney and through extension Marvel are going to look at that and go like, well, just scrap it all the fucking together. Don't promote this. It's up to Japan to sell this horse shit now. We tried. Like, Disney as an entity is that one nigga that does the test. Yeah, like, he's that one nigga that's on the test, right? Mm-hmm. He does half of it, reaches one part of the equation, and if he can't figure it out, he just goes, fuck the test. As certain people at the table did.
You know what? You're not going to sit here and fucking call me out, alright?
Over here, I can't finish this equation. You know what? Fuck the test. I'm going home.
You know it's an open book test, right? Show it to me again.
Bro, yo, let me see your notes. Bro.
It's an open book test. Let me see your notes.
Like, let me see your notes, though. We have the same notes.
Let me see your notes.
Let me see them anyway.
And that was Garboy Keston over here. There's like, I can't figure out this equation. Fuck this test. I'm leaving.
You ain't shit.
Conversely, that is the Marvel brand right now. Is if our product isn't selling, fuck everything associated with that product. So now, if the fucking Marvel free-to-play games start to suck, which they aren't because they're stupidly long cash cows, what's going to happen is Marvel is going to take that knowledge and then go,
Jesus.
All right, man, we can't sell this. We can't sell anything. We're just going to focus on books. And if that fucks up, they're going to be in the same spot they were in the 90s where they're going to need people like Toy Biz or, weirdly enough, Capcom to bail them out.
Yeah.
Or Sega.
No, that Sega's in that fucking spot right now.
Yeah.
They're needing somebody to bail them the fuck out. Let's have the Chinese who saved SNK save Sega. Shit, who knows? SNK versus Sega win. I would love to see Ryo Hazuki beat the shit out of Kyo Kusanagi. Give me that over a fucking cross tag battle any day. Can't escape from crossing fate. Tetsuzanko!
But we're gonna end it. We're gonna cut that short here. That'll be a topic on next week's episode, where we speculate more things and stuff and things
And stuff.
and things.
And stuff.
But it was asked in the chat if we all have social media, and we do actually.
Boy, you know we do. We're about to plug it out right.
Throw that up right there. As you can see, no, not Morgan. Now you can see Morgan. It's cool. We all have his stuff. This is my Twitter. You can follow me at DaydreamerRyu. It's right there, as you can obviously see. All my other stuff is right there if you want to follow. You have my Instagram at the same thing. I don't know why I'm not signed in, but hey, there goes Eric.
Hey, it's me.
This is also my Instagram at DaydreamerRyu.
Conversely, you got Mr. JK over here, rippling muscles, showcasing all on his fucking Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That boy fine.
Thank you.
That's a handsome motherfucker right there.
Right.
And then you have his Twitter. Look at that. He drew that. He drew that, Morgan. And that bike in his profile picture. He drew that.
Good job.
Nah, I drew that.
Man.
Okay.
My art ain't that great yet.
Conversely, now.
Oh, it's on. It's on.
Oh, it's on now.
It's on now.
Energy jack. Stop.
Stop, man.
But then we have Eric's Instagram because
It's me.
he no use Twitter.
I know you use Twitter, but I'm on Instagram and I'm also on Snappy Chatty. So you can follow me on Instagram at Vizual.Overlord. That's VIZUAL.OVERLORD.
They can see it on the screen.
Or they can follow me on Snappy Chat at hipster_hero.
I thought it was Dot Hero.
Not just hipster hero. Hipster_hero. That's me.
I always thought it was Dot Hero.
Nope. I should change it though.
Yeah, you should, because you told me that I misled a lot of people.
Or alternatively, I should just change that to fucking my Instagram thing.
What, Hipster Hero?
No, change.
Oh, just change it to Vizual.Overlord? Yeah, that just keep everything in line with one thing.
Yeah.
Needs a new hair. Damn. Damn. Said needs a new hairline.
Who, me?
I
Yeah.
don't know if it's about you or Jordan.
Damn.
That's fine.
Hey, look, man. It's because of the fact that our boy Senior Goya over here likes to not shave his head after he's already shaved it. So when he shaves it, he's full on powered up Goya. But when he doesn't fucking shave after we consistently tell him,
He falls asleep often.
he falls asleep often and becomes a victim of the sleep force.
Yeah. But don't worry, it's all coming off when it comes off. Oh, baby, the panties gonna drop.
This fucking guy here.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, let's
De
end it.
gusta.
Let's fucking
Me gusta.
De gusta.
But also,
Sabor.
just be on the lookout because we have a lot of stuff coming. Next week, you will see the debut of our next two hosts. Our other two hosts, I should say. We might have a cosplay guest next week. Who knows?
Maybe. Also, we are anticipating the
arrival of the Velveteen Dream.
Hey,
I would actually commit murder to have Velveteen Dream on this
Word.
show.
But we're gonna be traveling pretty soon in the next 2 weeks for Anime Next 2018.
Speaking of cons and traveling, he's going to be traveling tomorrow.
Yes, to Castle Point, and I will be in tune with all the stuff that they've been providing since this will be their first year doing it big in the Meadowlands. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Well, John Wick's coming out next year for John Wick 3, literally next year on this date.
Yep.
Wow, how convenient.
Indeed. So, Next week, we will have a Castle Point convention wrap up from Jordan himself.
Yes.
You will again see our other two hosts. Next week, we'll also start the sports segments where we will talk about WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and UFC.
So if you're interested in that, and boy howdy, I know some of you are, stay tuned.
Hit the follow button over here to be notified whenever we go live with the podcast. Or if you just want to follow me and the adventures of our boys, we stream regular ass video games. And
Wait, hold up, wait, because also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make follow to like, follow, and subscribe, and also comment. We read that shit, and we love everybody who actually says things. But good, bad, negative, constructive, we love it all. So please, just follow, like, ring the bell icon to know when we're going to be starting up stuff. And also, just remember, everybody, stay gold. And remember, the boys at the round table love you.
Word.
good night, folks. Hey guys, Captain of the Round Table here. Did you like this week's episode? If so, sound off in the comments on what you thought about the topics we covered, and feel free to leave feedback or any topics or controversial things you want us to cover in next week's episode. We're always checking the comments. Also, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap that bell icon to be notified when the next episode goes up. Catch you guys next episode.